Alright, how's it going? Welcome to episode dos. Okay, so I'm not even sure where I last left you exactly, but let's just jump straight up to the races, which I have 3 available right now. I'm just looking at the unlocks, breaks, tier 1 street package, and I'm thinking here, like, does it body kits package? Does it really matter the unlocks? Because I'm gonna do these 3. I'm gonna do every race in this freaking game, so it doesn't matter what the unlocks are too much. It just matters what order you get them. Because obviously I want the performance part. Then again, I'd rather be fast than looking fast, I suppose. What the? Yeah, the game has a few bugs here and there. Just visually, though. Hasn't crashed on me ever, so I'm not gonna complain. And go! Oh, this is a speed trap. I'm not sure if the car I have right now is the best for a speed trap. Oh, it seems to be 89, 88. Oh, I've only beat the second guy by 1 mile, but still, you know, quite good. Yeah, shortcut loser. Ah, another 89. What the hell is wrong with Neville? Because he's not doing so good. And another shortcut. Well, was this a shortcut? Because he... Well, it was a shortcut, but I think it's done more damage than good. Oh, I'm second now. Shit. That's alright. I'm halfway there, though. 3 out of 6. Now, one of the things I don't particularly like that they've... Oh, I could have taken that shortcut now. That they've changed here is the fact that you get no warnings when you're gonna cross it. Like, in Most Wanted, you get those, you know, that blinking thing at the top. The closer you get, the faster it blinks, so it kind of tells you you're getting there, just speed up. In this one, you get no warnings or anything. Like, you look on the map, know more or less the area that you know, the speed camera is going to be at, but still don't know all that well where it's going to be, so yeah, not as good, unfortunately. Shit, I'm still second. Okay, I'm first for now, but hopefully I'll stay first after they cross it. Mostly because, like, if I cross the finish line now, they don't lose any points. Oh shit, I'm second. Oh no, no. I managed to be first. They do lose points then. They didn't in Most Wanted. Yeah, because if, let's say you come in, like, I don't know, the first guy crosses the line, you start losing points until you cross the line. So that's why it'd be a bit unfair, but no, that worked out perfectly.
I heard you were back in town. Now I want to hear you're gone.
Now, he's driving an RX-7, which is a tier 2 car. That might be a problem. Bushido! Kenji! So this is the guy I've been taking the turf from. Free roam is a great way to get to know the cruising Palmont City.
Alright, that's it for me. Next run.
Yeah, I think we all know what free roaming is. Which I don't do all that much, or if any at all, actually. I remember back in the day I used to do loads of free roaming, but now it's kind of like, I just want to get done with the racing and upgrade my car and stuff like that. Which I will do right now, actually. Yeah, because I've unlocked quite a fair few bits of performance, and I'm definitely going to need it if I'm going to challenge the guy. Ah, tires. Nitros, definitely need it, because I don't have any. And you can choose velocity or duration, and of course when you upgrade you can choose what you want to focus on. I'm going to leave it as is for the most part, but if you move those, they, you know, obviously move the balance, so you can't just I mean, it's good because every time you unlock something, then you can tune it as soon as you get it. But later on in the game, if you want to tune it, then you have to come back here and redo that rather than in the shortcut in the menu, unfortunately. Autosculpt allows you to customize the ride by fabricating your own parts. You can modify body kits, wheels, blah blah blah. Customization doesn't stop here. Spray on custom paint and customizable vinyls, decals, and install performance parts to create your own unique tuner, muscle, or exotic crew identity. Alright, do I have anything that I can even do this in? I think it's way too early in the game to be showing you guys this, because it's just like, well, I got some hoods, but I don't have the correct person to modify them, because if you see a little wrench icon on it, means that I can't do anything right now. Adding Sal to your crew, so I gotta wait until Sal joins me to be able to modify any of this, and yeah, I don't think I can change anything right now. But again, you don't have to do this. You still have body kits like you did before. You can still customize your hoods, roof scoops. The only difference now between here and Most Wanted is, again, obviously you got the Autosculpt, which takes it all to the next level. But in here, you can actually still modify your front bumpers, your skirts, and everything else, rather than just all in one like Most Wanted. Most Wanted kind of lacked a lot in customization, but it's still, you know, you can still do some cool cars in there, same as you can do it here. Not as good as Underground, of course, but, you know, I'm gonna drop my rides as low as it can go. And I'm gonna be dropping a significant time here. I'll go light black, even though I have the chrome. I've unlocked that from before. As you can see, the pearl actually not the chrome. And the way you unlock this, you can do races on single player. Ooh, 10 Gs. Spent half of money making this car look good, but not just look good, but also like perform a bit better. All right, so got 2 more here before I own this this joint, and got a sprint, and I'll do the sprint, I suppose. And you get tips on the screen, but my screen loads fast enough that I can't read the full thing, which is, you know, it's good. It's not bad. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, shit. There's too many of them. Feeling a bit better though, like faster and everything. I obviously got nitrous now. That's gonna help. Got 1 more to overtake. Oh, that was terrible. Hey, but it worked, you know. No, can't do that yet. I did activate my crew member ability, but it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. As long as it stays second, I'm good. Whoa, that's like zigzagging. But I'm just glad I got a good enough car that allows me to do that. Oh shoot, oh shoot. That could have gone better. It's a shortcut still, but yeah, we seem to have this for the most part. I think Need for Speed Carbon was the first one to actually make it onto the PS3. I Most Wanted has never made it, unfortunately. So I wonder what it looks like on the PS3. Playing this on the PC, which it looks just as good. I know Most Wanted looked better on the Xbox 360 than it did on the PC, unfortunately. Even though you got patches on the PC to make it look better, but I mean like stock. Alright, I've unlocked transmission, and now that area is mine, which I think it makes it the very first area in the game that I own. Now, if you win 2 races in, or if you win the majority of the races, let's say if there's 4, if you win 3 out of 4, you know, that area belongs to you now. The problem that this brings in is sometimes you're gonna have to fight these turfs as well. So the same way I've won those 2 races and gained that area now, the same way that the AI can do that to me, so they can just go in, win races and get that turf back. So I have to defend them sometimes. But I'll show you guys that when we get there. But it's good to, yeah, that it's just one of them features in the game, I suppose. So, oh.
That's it. This can take a second. Just keep going.
What the hell? Neville is last? What happened to him? I think he crashed. That's alright. Eagle will rubber bed up to the top in a minute. God, I love this car, man. It handles beautifully. And you might think, oh, it doesn't actually look like it handles that well, like any most wanted car, which it doesn't, never will. But for carbon, this handling is great. So far, I got the lead. One of 2, baby. And again, because it's the start of the game, each lap will only take about a minute or so. Then it starts to increase to 2 minutes, 3, 4, up to the whole 6 minutes per lap, and then it's going to be like 4 laps till we do it. So obviously this starts getting a lot longer and harder as we go along. So the rewards get bigger too, so that compensates for it. Let's try to screw over the other cars, slow them down a bit, see if that works. It does. Oh shit, it does sometimes. Damn it, try to screw other people and end up nearly screwing myself up.
A street racer has just been reported heading east. I need units to clear and start up.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I just flipped like a freaking pancake. Really, is Neville gonna catch up to me now? Always does this. At the end of the race, they always freaking win. Oh, no, we crashed. And I win.
That was easy. Is that the best thing you can do out here?
You finished first. Now, the way you see how much the police is coming after you is the heat area. So, the hotter it is the area that you're in, obviously the more police is gonna come. So, there's heat zones per area. So if there's a heat zone 4, there's a high probability of cops will show up. So it's not per race now, it's per zone. So just gotta keep that in mind. I'll show you guys next time I'm going on the map, which ought to be now. So yeah, zone heat 1, meaning that there's low probability of cops. I've just moved to a zone heat 2, but of course I like it. I like to see this view a bit better. Drift. I haven't done drift yet, have I? Circuit. Unlock spoilers, which I don't care about. Sprint, lock suspension, tier 1. What does this unlock? Hoods. Don't really care. Oh, which one is it? Is it this one? No, that's the hoods one. That's the one that I've seen before. This one, roof scoops. Yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah. So the reason I'm gonna be doing this one. First, it's checkpoints. It's something else different. And 2, there's only 2 races for that area. So if I win this one, that area belongs to me then. And this would be the 4th race in this video. So I'm pulling a lot of races in these videos. So I remember most ones I could only do maybe 3. 2 races and then 2 boss races, I suppose you'd call them. And again, checkpoints is just like on Most Wanted. Most Wanted was called Tool Booth. You just gotta go from point A to point B while passing through several checkpoints, and you got a time limit to pass them by. You gotta pass them within that time limit. So I got 58 seconds to reach the next checkpoint, which is generally enough if you keep maintaining a good speed and don't screw up. So again, they kept a lot of these new races. They obviously introduced some new ones, but for the most part it's all the same. What I think they've taken off, and as I think, I'm actually sure, is they've taken drag races off here. They haven't included drag. And again, drift was missing from Most Wanted, drag's missing from Carbon. That's what doesn't make the game perfect, in my honest opinion. Is that they always take one type of race or another, and I don't think they should. I think they should put as many race types as possible. The next coming up from this one, I think, was Pro Street. Pretty sure it was. And again, Pro Street adds all those races types back and then some. The only downfall is it doesn't have any free roaming. It's all in a closed track, and it feels like a simulator more than anything. So it kind of took a completely different turn. Enough to say that Pro Street is one of a kind. I know we got Shift, which is very similar in many ways, but Shift, again, it's kind of like simulation, just to rival Gran Turismo and whatnot, which didn't do a very good job at it. I still love Shift 2 though, and I say Shift 2 more than 1, because Shift 1 I played it on the PS3, and Shift 2 I just played it on the PC with my Logitech G27. Obviously that made it feel so much more real and better. That's why I loved it more. But anyways, I want 7 Gs out of that one. And hopefully I've unlocked this area now. When I say hopefully, I mean more than likely. Don't get mad at me now.
I don't know what's more pathetic, your crew or your car.
Notice how he didn't mention my turf, which I'm taking from him. Is that pathetic? No. Didn't think so. Alright, so that was not enough to take it, unfortunately. This is Zone Heat 2, as you can see, so meaning police will most likely come after me. But I can do the sprint now, and obviously I will take this territory, and it's mine for the taking. The first canyon race. Now, this is something completely new to the series and unique and new to this game, which is the canyon races. Because it's so early in the game, you're not going to see what this entails or what the dangers about canyon races. But basically, you just up, a mountain, I suppose, or a canyon, or whatever you want to call it. You just got to race down it. Whoever reaches the bottom first wins. Simple as that. However, there's a twist to this. As you can see in this area, every time you see tread marks on the floor going towards an edge, it's going to be a danger zone. The danger zone is that, for the most part, if you hit the corners here, you'll be okay. You just bounce back. This is like a Hot Wheels race. Again, as most Need for Speeds are, you just see, I just hit one of the corners, but it's okay because there's protection there. However, on some of these corners, there is there's not protection. So once you hit that corner, you will fall off track and obviously lose. You'll total your car. That's the twist on this. So let's say this corner here would be one of them, for example. Again, there's protection now because this is the first time. Let's just get used to the track first, so there's no danger in here yet. But one of those corners would have like I think black and orange striped, and if you go over it, which you can, you'll get off track and you fall off the canyon, and that's it, game over. Now, I know this is a massive ripoff to Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, because if you watch that film, you'll see that this is, what it's all about. But Need for Speed is known to rip off Fast and Furious, indirectly, I suppose. But yeah, they do rip it off. So, but yeah, it's great that they've at least added it and done something completely different with it. And yeah, those are great. I think they went a little bit too much with it, I suppose, because it's like they got some canyon. It's got like boss battles or something like that, where you got. I'll show you guys when we get there, of course. But just to give you a quick overview of it, it's basically you follow a guy, and the closer you are, the more points you get, and then he follows you, and the closer he is, you start losing your points that you earned before. So the idea is you got to be closer to him when you follow him, and then you got to keep your distance away from him when he's following you, and that's how you win. Now this is my turf, and I got the Eclipse GT, which is great. Yep.
Darius asked me to come by and see how you were doing. Neville, why don't you go get me something to drink?
Sure, what, like a soda or something?
How about some options?
Okay.
Looks like you cleaned the place up a bit. You've been generating quite a bit of buzz, you know. But you're not fooling me. What I'm trying to figure out is why you haven't skipped town yet. May I introduce Sal Mostella?
Hi. Nikki said that you might be looking for a new wingman. You don't know me, but, well, I know you. I'm a big fan. I've seen all your races.
And on that note, I'll be out of here.
See, things ain't been the same since you've gone, you know? There's a lot of posers, no respect. I know all the back streets. I grew up in these alleys. I can customize anything. I've practically built all the kits you see around this place, so...
Okay, so I got soda and water. Where'd you go?
I'll even put up with this guy.
Yeah, gotta appreciate the cheesiness. This old games. So this is Sal. Is a scout and a fabricator. So we are now going to be able to autosculpt, and he's going to show us all the shortcuts in the race. You have not unlocked a new crew member. You can hire the crew in the crew menu. Of course I will. And not only that, but he's got race bonus and career bonus too. So he unlocks autosculpt stuff, and winning races will mean less attention from the police. So he's a great guy to have, and I will have him.